Welcome back. Food insecurity is making news headlines this month as Oregon families lose their SNAP benefits and struggle to put meals on the table. Today, we're joined by Sunshine Division, a Portland organization that's been providing free emergency food to our community for more than 100 years. Kyle Camberg is the executive director and joins me now. Hi, Kyle.
Morning.
Okay, so the holidays are always a busy time for you, but what is Sunshine Division doing to serve more families now that thousands of Portlanders have lost their SNAP benefits?
You know, when the news came out a couple weeks ago, we immediately jumped to action. Said aloud, what more can we do? Met with our staff, started making calls to some of our larger donors and corporate partners, and immediately we've expanded hours at our food pantry. We've kind of changed the model so no one's going to get turned away. So if you come to our Southeast Portland pantry during our hours, you will not get turned away. We have boxes. I mean, we had 3 truckloads go over there yesterday just to make sure we didn't run out. We also expanded our home delivery, which I think we've talked about before. This summer it was 350 people. Now we're delivering 650 boxes around kind of the Portland Gresham area every single week. Wow. Unfortunately, that list is filling so fast. I mean, what used to take 3 or 4 days now took 3 hours.
Wow.
And then of course the holidays. Everyone knows what we do around Christmas time. This year will be our 103rd holiday home delivery. We're bumping that up to 3,000 households. And then coming up right before Thanksgiving, we had 2,000 people signed up. We signed up an incremental 750. So we're home delivering a lot of food. We're passing out a lot of food. We're also working with a lot of social service agencies around the city to get them boxes so that they can help their constituents. But it's tough. It's been really hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, tell us more about the Thanksgiving meal delivery, because you had to move to this delivery option because there was so many people who needed food.
You know, a few years ago, coming out of the pandemic, what we saw is our tiny little facilities are it's not a good way to get food out to people. So last year, we just replicated the model of what we do in December, which we've done for decades, and said, let's get about 500 people to come out and volunteer, which sounds hard, but actually not that hard this time of year. And so about 500 people will come out to PIR. We'll load them up. The families have already signed up. And if you or I or our families came out, we'd say, here's 5 addresses, here's 5 frozen turkey meals, and here's 5 really hearty, large boxes of food, about 40, 50 pounds of food. And off you go. And what do you know, by noon, we'll have almost 3,000 people home delivered to, or 3,000 households, which is, a lot of people.
Yeah. How can people help? I mean, you mentioned volunteering, but tell us all the different ways.
And I would just stress, this isn't just Sunshine Division. I know this broadcast is going to go, all the way from the coast to the gorge to Salem, all points in between. Mm-hmm. Your local food relief organization that does direct services, whether that's a church, whether that's a food pantry, a backpack program, they need your help. We are all being inundated. The phone calls, the emails, our social media, so many people are in a state of just shock and panic and need help. And so we're all doubling down. But if you want to host a food drive, your local food relief organization needs that help. If you can give, we can stretch that dollar further because we work directly with wholesalers and grocery stores and brokers, and of course volunteering. The interesting or the odd thing is this time of year, a lot of people want to volunteer, but we need your help on December 26th and beyond as well too. And so, but I would say those food drives and those financial gifts right now is what's going to help any charity the most.
Okay. And what about Winter Wonderland? I know that's a big fundraiser for you that's coming up too.
That's
so tell folks about that.
I mean, Winter Wonderland, our biggest fundraiser, oddly, we bought a light show all those years ago, as we've talked about, and with a grant. And so if you're looking for something to do with your family this holiday season, come out to PIR. As we say, it never rains at Winter Wonderland because you're in your car. And as we all know, the weather kind of changed this week. So you're in your car. It's about a little over 2 miles of lights. 100% of the proceeds goes to Sunshine Division. So it's not, my son's 16 now, so he might finally be getting too cool for this. But the last decade or so, it's been kind of the family tradition. You get your hot chocolate, you drive the track. Just a great positive family thing to do. Pack everybody. It's one car, one price. Pack everybody in. But at the end of it, after you've had this nice experience, that all of the proceeds are going to help feed your neighbors around the Portland metro area. So it's great thing to do at the holidays.
Yeah, and now that he's 16, maybe he'll want to drive it for the first time.
When he got the permit, that was the big exciting. Now he's
we'll see.
Now he's a veteran. So,
of course. Well, where can people go to learn more? Not only about the ways they can volunteer and help, but if they need services too.
Absolutely.
How can they find that information?
SunshineDivision.org. No matter what page you're on, there's a button that says Get Help. And also, if you want to host that food, ways to donate. So donate your time, donate food, donate financially. Those are the big 3. But of course, if you need help, go there. What I would stress right now is our deliveries, they sign up so quickly. The best way we can help anyone in the Portland metro area is if you can physically come to our food pantry. It's open Tuesday through Saturday, year round. Generally kind of sort of the banker hours during the day, kind of the 9 to 4-ish.
Yeah.
But no one is being turned away. So even if you're coming on behalf of someone else, it's a really quick, painless process. We're not turning people away. Just yesterday, I was there. We had about 4 to 5 times as many people showed up. So we're staffed up. We've got volunteers. We're getting the food out as fast as we can.
Yeah, you're doing what you can.
Yeah.
So appreciated. Thanks for stopping by today, Kyle.